I'm really happy that I thought of a good title for this one. The reason Alex Jones is in on it. Any of you that follow this, my pursuit about his links to the crimes of the government and his being a player in a massive disinformation campaign. You know all the details and the various moments he's given himself away. The recent Boston bombing, it's just another case of him just miraculously having the scoop right afterwards and saying, hey folks, I don't want to brag, but I broke this first. Yeah, that's bragging, Alex. And it's impossible. You know, nothing happens in a vacuum. You don't just happen to have this big researcher on your show already booked to talk about this kind of thing right when the story breaks. And then he has all of his vids where he's just playing the, hey, I'm just an American here. I'm just so shocked, and I just want everybody to wake up and speak out. His most recent one, where it's just him talking kind of like I am, but he's got his BS monitors in the background. You know, that's always a giveaway when they've got the totally unnecessary news network information craze going on behind them. People phony typing and gathering news. That's all BS. Anytime you see that in some studio environment. The reason Alex Jones is in on it is because if he really was exposing the Navy SEALs and all the chaos that was going on with the feds in the last mile of the Boston Marathon, they'd shut him down. If he was really causing their agenda a problem, very easy to pull the plug on someone like Alex Jones. Nothing has ever happened to that man. And you can research the times that he was arrested. There's no public report of the arrests. They were bogus. You can call those false flags. Every time Alex Jones has been arrested, it was a setup. You know, I don't know why they call this false flag, you know. False flag, you're dealing with an enemy nation. But yeah, maybe we are dealing with an enemy nation when it comes to the federal government, but it's just a setup, you know. You got to speak more in layman's terms about this. What he's saying about it is absolutely the truth. It is a setup to provide an excuse for tighter security, more TSA, but not just in the airports, on bus routes and trains. You know, they just want to make it these events where bombs go off and they say, well, all right, this is becoming a lot more serious, so we've got to become a lot more serious and invent another bureau in the federal government that's paid for by taxpayers. Just, oh God, so we have an excuse to use the guns that we've already manufactured. The scariest thing about Boston, believe it or not, was not the bomb going off. It was how the feds reacted with the tanks rolling down the streets, looking for the patsy. When you've got that much overkill to look for one person, who knows what they would do if something real happened? And they're just going to amplify these events. That's a clear sign that they're gearing up for another stage of this. There's going to be more of these. Just like the hurricanes are increasing and the natural stuff. And I don't like to get too much into the HARP talk, weather manipulation, but when I saw the hurricane that was headed straight for New York on 9/11, that wasn't reported on the morning of 9/11, and then when the buildings were hit, it starts to go off into the Atlantic, as if making an about face. Yeah, I start to believe in weather manipulation. The feds just blanket deny all these contentions that people have, whether it's chemtrails or these apparently set up shootings. And, you know, like I said, I saw the Gabrielle Giffords hoax. She was not shot. She just fell down. Who knows what the truth is with that? That woman was not shot in the face. You do not get shot in the face and then get to go out in public with no sign of disfigurement on your eye and no sign of it. But you see there's a little bit of change, and that's easily done with makeup. This stuff is just bad and ridiculous. I don't know if it's a good thing or not, the way America is waking up to it. America is waking up to it. So now we got the mainstream pundits making fun of the alternative pundits, like Rachel Maddow. I did my video on her. I was just so shocked that she went so over the top with her shtick about laughing at people and acting like people are crazy. She's like, the government is not coming after you. Yeah, the government is coming after us. They're just doing it in bits and pieces, and they're testing the waters. They're totally testing the waters to make a major move. And Alex Jones just perpetuates this. He wakes people up to it and just heightens the possibility of people doing something dumb, which will give the government another excuse to do something big with tanks rolling down the street, because that's what they want. The fact that he is not duped, tricked. If he was a real threat, they would set him up in a very elaborate thing where he'd end up like Bill Cooper. Bill Cooper was the real thing. He was kind of touched off in the head because of his supposed UFO moments of witness, but that guy was real, I think, as far as caring. I know I'm real as far as caring. And I'm probably going to change my outfit pretty soon. This is both a dichotomy of wanting a little bit of a superhero outfit and celebrating or, you know, focusing on the fact that the weather is really messed up. It's May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo. But it's freezing outside. I just think that's weird. We had snow on the ground 2 days ago. Alex Jones is in on it. And I want to expose that. I want to go after the disinformation people, because if you wake up and are against the people that are luring you, the flypaper people like Beck, Rachel Maddow, Alex Jones, they're all in the same boat. Even when Rachel Maddow trashes on Alex Jones, now it goes to Twitter. They're making political cartoons finally about Alex Jones, making fun of him in mainstream, which makes him look like even more of a pariah and makes him even more convincing to the public and the following that pays attention to his shows. And he just racks in more money with his Infowars stuff. He does not take any of that money, throw it back into the crowd to try to benefit the crowd. He just takes the money. And he's not touched by the feds. They'll say a few things, but they don't do anything. What he's been doing should be very serious to them as a threatening element, and they don't. That is the reason Alex Jones is in on it.